Really? I mean, you could light it in your house. I mean, you could close the shades and forget about it, because it's more than 20 amos from the ground, from the street level. Yeah, but that's not that's not the way they legislated the halacha.
You could argue that the other people who live on the 28th floor and they live across the street.
Yeah. Good. But I'm saying, but the way it was legislated originally, right? It's determined from the street level up. It's not people living. The what?
Meaning, if you just read the Shulchan Aruch, it doesn't say specifically that's from the ground level outside. It just says from the height. It doesn't say it's from the ground level outside.
If the whole light is presuming Nisa, then it's for yourself. Has nothing to do with the window. What does the window have to do with it?
It needs to be for people in the house.
So it's the house. So why put it in the window? Put it on the table, right? And it's cited. That we said before. If it's sakona, it's a question of anti-Semitism. You can't put it in the window. You do put it on your table, but then it makes no difference how far up you are. It makes no difference. So you live in an apartment building. It's a problem. You know, really, the window doesn't mean that much. We live in a private house. It's easy. Put it in the window. What? You're in a situation, it's not relevant outside. What about if you're in a plane? You're able to light candles on the plane, right? I mean, it's only relevant to what's within the plane. Outside, it's not relevant. Okay? But even outside, you do it still in terms of. Yeah, so good. So they see it. Makes the difference. Okay, let's go, Vav. Lo yotzo, l'mayla me'esrim amod, lo sholta beino. And the Gemara says Azukah because visually, it's not within the eye range of a person, above 20 amos. Ve'in nafkamina, be'in madlik mi bachutz, be'in madlik mi bayis. Doesn't make a difference. Whether you're lighting in the house or out, let's say you have ceilings. You light it and the ceiling is 20 amos, more than 20 amos, and you put it way up because that's where the chandelier hangs from. It doesn't make a difference. You have to visually, it's not enough to see the light of the candle, you have to actually see the candles. Lo yotzorach lasu levorich. If you lit above 20, you have to put it out and light it again. Kein kos brichodesh ein prim godem ashkos b'seh. V'hiniach nicho l'matim yasrim. He lit it above 20, then he wants to lower it within 20. So Mechaber says lo yotzo. What about if he lit it within 20? Then he wants to change its location. Right? Yotzek, because it's no worse than what? Than putting it out immediately. Right? You switch its location. No, you have to put it out and relight it with a bracha if it's above 20. But told me you lit it within 20. And now you want to switch it to another location within 20. He's Yotzei, why not? Firstly, it's no worse. We say hadlokos a mitzvah. Hadlok, if I would have done here or there, it's all the same location. But again, it's no worse. Why? Both locations qualify as what? A valid lighting. But I'm saying, besides that, let's say it would go out. Let's say after you lit it, it would go out. Here we're saying you put another location within 20. Let's say it went out. Let's say you lit it within 20, put it above 20. You also Yotzei, right? I mean, you didn't do the right thing. Of course, you should leave it burn in a location which you're able to see it. But let's say you put it above 20 afterwards. Right? It's not a problem. I'd like to do the last Be'er Lochi. The Mechaber had said, in Vav, you need another candle. Besides the candles you light, that's what we call the shamis, it shouldn't be considered that you're benefiting from the light. Ner acher mishtamish lo'ora pirush ashi mishum hekeiro. So mishafil no yirtze klal l'shtamish lo'iro. Let's say a person has no interest in using the Hanukkah lights. Rashi says it's a heker, that if there's another candle besides the candles that are burning. So it seems to be shafilim lo yirtze klal l'shtamish lo'ora. He has no interest in using the candle lights. That if you do want to use the light, there's another candle available. It's interesting what he's saying. it's presuming these. So let's say we light the candles and put out the lights in that room. Because you're not there, you lit it, and you're going in the kitchen to eat dinner or whatever it is. When you leave it in the window, the person sees it. What could people say? He lit it to benefit from the light. But if you have the extra candle, what's the extra candle do there? Right? So the extra candle is the hecker that the other candles are not for the light. That you designate an additional candle that if you want to illuminate for light, to look at something, you have the additional candle. Okay? That's what he says. He says, but this whole idea of adding the extra candle, that's only if it's on your table. Because the table, you need the light. Mishna Berura says, but if, according to this, if you light it where you're not there at the location. So it's not a location you want to illuminate. A person doesn't illuminate that location. There. The Gemara says, let's say you have a few coins in your hand, and you want to differentiate between, you want to see the larger coin and the smaller coin. You don't need a tremendous amount of illumination. So what do? You bring it close to a light, a small light, you illuminate it. So the one candle that you add, that would be enough, right? But let's say, look, a person normally doesn't look in that location. It doesn't have that function there. So if that's the case, right, the whole idea, we look at our nails, right, by Havdalah. I mean, how you put out the lights, how strong does that light have to be? You have to have only 2 wicks. And you do it, and you put it to your palm. So why? Since side loch, because on your palm, let's say you'd have a coin in your hand, in your palm, you'd be able to what? You'd be able to see what coin would be what the denomination of the coin would be, or the bill. It would be in your hand, you see? Okay? The light on the nails, because it reflects, that amount of light would be sufficient to be able to make this discernment between one denomination and another denomination. Even though, Mishna Berura says, even though in the Pesach one doesn't have to put the shamis, but he says still there's a minog. The minig is we had that extra candle. Interesting, Mishna Berura, he says about himself. He says that's the way I conduct myself. Today it's not a big deal, but in Europe, candles, people that didn't have they couldn't make ends meet. So is it worthwhile to make the sacrifice for the shamis, even though it has no relevance? He says it's the minog. For the sake of minog, you should have it. He says myself also. Kosa meiri, ein shom, ein primagodim, shkeim mashma gam kim chuvas ramo, v'aim sof simitov reishayin ches besif cotton gimel mogen avrom, da'afil misheilo el neir echod. Ner acheres ladluk shamish leora ein lo. Ko ladluk sanir vor chaleo komu lachatchil vari yizo shel shtamish lefoneo. Okay? You should, even if it's in a location, right? Minog, for the sake of minog, that's what we do it. Okay? Zion. Mina mitzvah la nicho betefach hasomach lepesach mismol. Let's say you're lighting it in the doorway. So on the right side, coming in, you have what? You have the mezuzah. On the left side, you have nothing. Okay? So he says you should put it within 4 inches of the doorway on the left side. Kedei shei mezuzah miyamin, v'ner Chanukah mismol. The way the Gemara says, so you're encircled with mitzvahs. This is when you do it in the doorway. They put it on the left side. Person has a box. They use the boxes. They put it on a chair or a little elevation, or they have some jutting out of the wall. Yeah. Look, when you buy your apartment in Shari Chesed, you tell the mason when he uses that Jerusalem stone in the wall, he should have an indentation to be able to put the thing. Yeah. Right. You'll bring in your pictures next time, okay? When you're there for Hanukkah, you show us. V'mein mezuzah. V'mein mezuzah. Pesach. What about if there's no mezuzah? Let's say the right side is just broken out. You have to. Mezuzah means it's a doorpost. Or let's say there's no mezuzah. V'mein, right? Menicha b'yamin. So the mitzvah, the Ner Chanukah, you put on the right side. What about the door itself? You have a ledge on the door. Let's see the Mishna Berura. Continue tomorrow. Tevach hasomuch shein marachkenu lahalon min haPesach. And the nikush of albayas hinichusham. It has to be within. No, it's interesting. It has to be. Let's say a person puts it 4 tefachim away from the entrance. Before, not only in the entrance, outside the house, he puts it a foot away from the doorway. So if it's if it is that distance, it's the same idea as like lovut. It's not associated. People don't see that this lighting has relevance to the doorway. So to associate the lighting with the doorway, so it should be within a tefach, 4 inches. 4 inches. La Pesach beini manoch. I don't know. He's just saying. Let Lamed Hey. Rashi. See, 1 is in halacha. 3 tefachim is halacha. Halachically, is it attached? But the question, what we don't have perception. More than a tefach, people perceive it. It's not associated with this doorway. That's where. No, it's on Pesach. No, you walk right by the street. La Pesach beini hanocha hu im Pesach habayis or al Pesach hachotza. K'dei yemsuba b'mitzvos miu b'di'eved im inichon echach b'im yotzer. Even if you put it on the side of the mezuzah yotzer, if there's no mezuzah on the right side, kol midi the mitzvah yomin odef. Whenever we do anything with mitzvah, we always favor the right over the left. Right? Always. You put the tzedakah in the tzedakah box. You should put it in with your right hand. Anything to do with a mitzvah, it's always the right. Oh, he says something interesting. What's the reason why we put the mezuzah on the right side of the right doorpost, not the left? Right? Why? It says mezuzahs beisecha on the doorpost of your house. So Mara says derech bi oscha. Derech bi oscha. Derech bi oscha means as you enter. So Rashi says because a right-handed person, you always say put your right foot first. You always enter with your right leg. So you walk in with your right foot first. So what do you see? Notice, you're looking to the right. You're not looking to the left. If you go with your left foot, so you go in, you're looking to the left. But if you're going with your right, you're favoring the right. So as a result of that, the presuming nisa, if the menorah is on the right rather than the left, you notice that more quickly than on the left. Okay.